Ciao Juventini, what's going on? Welcome back to the AJC, your channel dedicated to Juventus. 3 in the morning my time, but we have our final preseason friendly until Juventus faces Next Gen on the 17th, which is also the giveaway for the brand new 26-27 away kit. We will announce the winner then, all right? But it's great to see you all in here already. Reminder, drop a like, smash subscribe. That's how you're going to get entered into that kit giveaway and the other ones we have, one including a Carlos Tevez 14-15 home kit, autographed, okay, autographed by the man himself, authenticated by Becca. You guys, I'm excited for this one. I will pull up your starting 11 and we will look at it as kickoff is not far away. We're about 6 minutes away, but this is the starting 11 for Juventus. Perin in goal, Celik, Gatti. You have Cope Miners, Cabal, McKennie, Douglas Luiz, Conceição, Alay Begovic, Yildiz, and even Kolo Muani. I could see some comments in there as far as what exact shape is Juventus playing here with these players. It's not really your prototypical 4-2-3-1 unless McKennie is going to end up being used as a fullback. Then you could potentially get into that. So it's a little bit different. Cope Miners, how is he being used? It's going to be interesting to see. I can't really tell you 100%. We were hearing that Spalletti was going 4-2-3-1 in this matchup. When you see these names, you kind of question it, but I don't know. It kind of still looks like it's going to end up being something hybrid. Let's wait for it to say. When you look at your actual graphics through any type of apps or anything like that, they're showing a 3-3-1-3, which is absolutely wild, ridiculous, and I don't see that happening. So I think either McKennie is going to end up playing as a left back, or potentially Cope Miners is going to end up playing as like a hybrid center back or something. So it's going to be interesting to see how this lineup plays out. All right. Now, where am I watching it? I have a VPN tapped into Italy, and then I'm watching it right off of my login on Juve's website. So that's how I'm watching it. Everybody else in the chat, help each other out and let each other know how they can tune in to this matchup. And it is great to see you all in here. Okay. Yeah, it is Sikoko there with the comment saying, I don't get what formation we're playing today, but I do want to move away from the hybrid. I wholeheartedly agree with your comment there on that one. And it's great to see you all in here. Hello, Juventus fans. Go Juve. Great to see you all right? Tuna coming in here on just a few hours sleep. Great to see you, brother. There you go. Heard it's on Amazon Prime. There you go. So the feed has just kicked into the actual stadium. It's a very intimate stadium, a smaller one here today. Juve set to wear their new third kits, and they'll face Palermo. And there's names out there, though, that are going to be fun to watch, especially if you're talking about the front. I'm excited to see Yildiz, Alay Begovic, Conceição, and Kolo Muani, so that part will be fun. In the midfield, I want to see Douglas Luiz continue. Celik. I think Celik has stood out as being potentially a very, very important signing for Juventus. So let's see if he can continue some decent showings here in the preseason in this one against Palermo. Paramount Plus again has it in the States. There you go. Palermo. Let's see if they've got. They're going to be end up going in a 3-4-2-1. Funny enough, the formation we want to get the hell rid of and get out of anything hybrid and go into something more simplistic and straightforward. They are going to be facing us in a 3-4-1 or 3-4-2-1. Excuse me. Love it if they went 3-4-1, skip out on a couple players. But yeah, that front four is going to be fun to watch with Ali Begovic, Chico, Yildiz, and Kolomowani. Big question mark. Can they all coexist together? How does it look? How does it play out? So it's going to be fun to see. And the ads on the Juve site, always with these ads. Just trying to push and push and push for memberships. Pushing the 97-98 replica for the Zizou kit that you get as part of your membership this year. Has anybody signed up? Has anyone picked up that kit? It's a long sleeve. It is beautiful. Here we got some comments. I like the attack we have for this match. I do not like the defense and midfield, but I understand it is a friendly. Yeah, pretty much. And I mean, another last chance to kind of showcase them in an actual preseason friendly. The one against Next Gen is going to be more of a fan event. We know how these games go. We know that the fans usually rush the pitch before this game's even over, the one against Next Gen. So this is pretty much the final dress rehearsal, if you want to call it, before we head on into the season. The Next Gen one will be just more of a fan event and fun. So, but this thing's set to kick off very quickly here. They have gone through the lineups on the graphics there on the screen. This is a very, very small stadium here in Perth. Oh yeah, I guess I'll let me tune you in on a little bit of the news stories today, just in case anybody hasn't tapped into it. So far we are getting reports that a couple. So this was from Mirko Di Natale, that a couple of days ago, Napoli had an offer of a loan plus option to buy Formula for Federico Gatti, rejected by Juventus. So that's from Mirko Di Natale on a couple of days ago. Apparently Juventus is set to go into what we heard yesterday of a package worth 20 million for Lukumi. Bologna continue to ask for 25, but Juan Cabal is also included in that deal. So it's sounding like it's going to be 20 million plus Juan Cabal to try and get this thing over the finish line. And apparently both clubs are going to try to get this thing over the finish line very, very soon. So hopefully Lukumi incoming very, very soon. Those are the two bigger ones out of the news. We're hearing that Besiktas, while being close for Dusan Vlahovic, and apparently Vlahovic finally opening up to the move to Besiktas. Hilarious, by the way, how he acted and who he thought was coming in for him to end up there. But they could also be taking Arthur Melo. Oh my goodness. Please. But yes, Italiano also looking his way, as he's familiar with the player since their days at Fiorentina. So let's see. Two birds, one stone, maybe. And Juve's going to soon decide on whether they're going to take Suzuki on a loan. Deal would end up being a dry loan, so a complete stopgap move for Suzuki. Guys, let me know how you feel about those little reports there, and what you think. Should we be taking a dry loan on Suzuki? Also, Mattia Perin, his future remains in the balances. Juventus second has a contract that expires in 2027. Juve would happily renew as long as he is willing to continue as their second. So there's where the issue lies with Perin. He wants to be a starter, and therefore a move is still not out of the question this season. So let's see. Now, they put out the lineup here, and it is, in fact, a 3-4-2-1 Juventus is going to be going with in this starting lineup. What they're saying is Celik is actually going to end up playing as your right center back, Okay. So Celik, Gatti, and then Cabal. And then your outsides. Yeah, this is going to be interesting. They have Ali Begovic and Yildiz behind Kolomwani as the front three, with Conceição taking up an outside wing role. Wow, this is crazy. It's a bit much if you ask me. A bit much if you ask me. Gotta get out of that. Gotta get out of that. Yeah, it looks like the old man's still using that hybrid BS. Frustrating. So we have another Australian Indigenous performance here before this friendly in Perth here. Hey, I hope it still comes out as a 4-2-3-1, but it's still, even if you put it as a 4-2-3-1, doesn't make the most sense. So I want to see a 4-2-3-1, but I want to see it make sense with the guys out there as well. So a little bit of a weird one. Like I said, McKennie will tell us a lot where he ends up going and how this thing's going to end up playing. Oh, and also adding Licina is close to a move to Avellino on a loan. And he'll push. Apparently nothing concrete. Avellino has dropped out on trying to get he'll push over there for a season-long loan. So Juve, I still think you might have some space to bring him up finally and maybe get him some minutes. Can't keep him knocking on the door forever either, right? A 4-2-3-1 with Coop on center back. Disgusting. Like I said, still doesn't make sense with some of the guys on there. Coal Miners can get away with it in a back three. In a back four, God no. So we have the Italian anthem now being played. So we still have some of the festivities continuing on there. We look at opera style for the anthem. Tuna saying Pellegrino to Fiorentina on loan with obligation at 30 million, heating up today. Yeah, I believe if they do it the same way they did it in the last preseason, the game's going to start after not only this Italian anthem, but we're going to hear the Australian anthem. So we're getting there. We're getting there. If you're just jumping in here and you're looking on where to watch it, just scroll up in the chat. It's in the chat, so just check it out. And again, everybody, reminder, get those likes up, okay? Smash, subscribe, let's rock. We're almost here. One more anthem away from watching this. Pandas, this is really a crazy. It's a little bit much. It's a little bit much. Yes. Let's follow Khan's lead here. We're almost there, everybody. I'm going to take it for what it is, and I'll pop up your starting 11 right there again so everybody can take a peek at it. Perin, Celik, Gatti, Miners, Cabal, McKennie, Douglas Luiz, Conceição, Alay Begovic, Yildiz, and Kolomuani. Yeah, it could still be your 4-2-3-1. Celik on one on the right side, Cabal on the left side, Gatti and Miners as your center backs. Could very well still be that way. Kenny, Luiz, your pivots. Conceição, Alay Begovic, and Yildiz right across, right to left with Kolomuani leading the line. Let's see. Guys are hitting in some predictions. We got 3-1, 3-0 Juve, 10-0 Juve, RB, 4-0 in my opinion. I'm going to go with a 3-0. I'm going to go with a 3-0 in this one for Juve. And we're close to kickoff. I'm ready to have some fun, everybody. Let's go. Palermo in their classic pinks, and Juve going with the Guy Fieris, the flame jobs. All right, let's get this thing going. Let's get this game going. Pippo Inzaghi, familiar face, coaching Palermo today. Yeah, so everything is updated now graphic-wise on several apps and everything. It is being listed 4-2-3-1, Perin, Celik right, Cabal left, Miners and Gatti, your two center backs, McKennie, Luiz, pivots, Conceição on the right, Alay Begovic at the 10, Yildiz on the left, and Kolomuani up top. There you go. And we are almost at kickoff. You need to be in Italy as well, though. So you'll need a VPN regardless if you're signed in. And I get the frustrations, everybody. It is ridiculous that they didn't make them open. Like the first match was open to all regions. I don't know why they just don't do it like that all the time. So we have a moment of silence for Livio Berruti. And now we can get ready for the action, everybody. Let's rock. No matter what, let's have some fun today. But I'm looking forward to see the attack. I just want to see these guys gel and mesh and see what this looks like. Ball finally hits the halfway line. Chico Conceição there, ready to kick things off for Juventus. We got kickoff, everybody. Fino alla fine, forza Juventus. Kolo Muani runs in with a little touch to Conceição. Long ball forward, finding Celik. Played in deep for McKennie, and his run was off. And it goes out the end. It's going to be a Palermo goal kick. Good morning, Anthony Juve. Oh, here we go. Oh, offside there. Yildiz strips the ball. Plays it to Begovic, but he's well offside there. Palermo trying to work it up that flank there. Cut off. Played into Conceição. And now he goes back with it. Douglas Luiz collects. Plays it over to Cabal. Quick exchange between the two. Douglas Luiz scanning. Twisting and turning from left to right. Now playing it to Celik up that right flank. McKennie tries a no-look heel pass to Conceição against the sideline. Just stop the damn ball, Mac. Come on. Celik steps in nicely. Chico with the ball to McKennie. Played up to Kolo Muani. A back heel. Cut off easily by Palermo. These guys trying to put on a show here. And coughing up the ball at will. Through ball from the left flank. Well. Wide and long of any of his teammates. That one from Johnson. And it's going to be Juve goal kick. Taken short, Coat Miners to Perin. Oof. Into Douglas Luiz at the top of the 18. He turns away from it, moves forward, finding Kenan Yildiz in the center now. So him and Begovic have changed already, and now Yildiz is more central. Conceição working against his man off the right flank. Drops it back for Celik. Zeki Celik. Gatti to Coat Miners. Your two CBs in this one. Begovic on it there, and now he and Yildiz have exchanged again. And now Begovic moving in central. Oh, Chico cutting in, puts it right off the calf of Celik. And Chico strips it for Juve, goes back with it. What? I think Spalletti had the same reaction I just did there. That is like, what? What is the play there? Go Miners into Yildiz, into Begovic, back to Yildiz, back to Co Miners, and now big switch field coming. Out to Conceição. To Mac. Out to Celik again. To Gatti. Juve dominating possession, already pressing Palermo all the way back. Luiz to Celik. Guys got to get moving off the ball. Like in that instance there, Conceição could have made a run behind the defense. And Celik could have tried to slip it to him. Coop's on it now, over to Gatti on the right. To Celik. Oof, bad touch, but he does recover. Plays it to Gatti. And Gatti now trying to go across the field for the switch field. Oh, terrible header from Palermo. Yildiz pounces on it. Begovic there tries a shot. It's blocked. And Palermo trying to get away with it. Gatti intercepts it, but then he loses it. And in the end, Douglas Luiz has to take a yellow to shut this thing down. Yeah, Douglas Luiz and Gatti not happy about that yellow, but it is a yellow, even if it is your first infraction of the game. Literally stopping him up from behind. I'd be more frustrated with your touch, Gatti, and trying to carry away from there. Bumbling that thing, couldn't even pull away. Janssen trying to get away with a give and go there. He's pulled up. Savvy little move there, shuts him down. And Juve back on the ball. Throw in to Co-Miners to Luiz. Quick exchange with Ali Begovic. Now over to Gatti on the right side. Take it too long. Has to turn and go back to Perin. Gatti right off Janssen at the start there. Played forward, and then Co-Miners just gets in front of that one to cut it off. Now Celik turning. Tries to dribble out. Why are you trying to dribble out from there? Pass the ball, boys. Janssen now. And Palermo now. Oof. Trying to switch field. That's a terrible ball. Yildiz is going to save it on that left flank. Play it back. Douglas Luiz steps into it. He's on it, twisting and turning now. Decides to switch field to the right side. We're at 7 minutes in here. Gatti up for Conceição. He's dribbling at his man, coming off the right flank. Double team in there. Plays it in for Celik. Back out to Conceição. To Luiz. Trying to switch field for Yildiz there. Yildiz trying to play it in for Colomuani, and that's cut out and now cleared by Palermo. Here's Ali Begovic turning away from his man, gets stripped. And now Palermo trying to come away with it. Janssen always on that left flank. There he is collecting it. Ball's in the middle now. Segre working it around. Ceccaroni. All the way back to Jordanen. Ceccaroni again. Hernani just getting harassed by Conceição there. Nowhere to go with it, but Palermo does come away with the throw-in. Ogello. They can't keep that one in play. Boyampalo has it go off him, and then Co-Miners out for a throw-in. Palermo takes that throw-in. It is at the back again with Ceccaroni. Ogello. And they're trying to make a move up that right flank. This is a decent ball. Cabal gets beat to it. Palermo trying to set up a shot. It's shot, but Cabal recovers enough to block it anyways. Ali Begovic trying to play it to the outside for Yildiz. Looked like he just might have kept it in play, but yeah, I know 30 seconds behind. I can't control the feed off the site. It's just the site. I'm not, yeah, like, it's just a regional delay thing. Usually when I pull the games through DAZN or anything like that, it's usually 30 seconds delayed back here. Celik saves that one, plays it back for Conceição. Conceição now to Douglas Luiz. Koopmeiners to Cabal. Has Gatti to his right. We'll play it to him. Cabal goes all the way back to Perin. Pressure coming now from Palermo. Perin. Whew. Quickly turns left with a man right in front of him. Gets it to Cabal, who moves it forward for Koopmeiners. Drops it off for Yildiz. Now a little touch to Luiz. Back to Yildiz. Yildiz. Big switch field for Conceição. Here he goes in the area, moving to his right, tries to get it across. It's blocked. It's going to be a corner kick for Juventus. Corner kick taken short. Luiz with a touch. Chico then to Koopmeiners. Now to Celik. And now Yildiz tries to drill that one into Luiz. He's offside though. Hell of a ball in there. Luiz did get a touch. It didn't go by the keeper, Jornen, and then offside in the end with the flag going up. Palermo trying to carve us up and come right back at us with 3 passes. That's cut out. Koopmeiners now to Celik. Played in for Kolomuani to the outside. Chico just keeps it in. Now cuts inside. Oh, tries to send that back post. Another few inches and that was probably heading Kenan Yildiz's way, and he was all alone at that back post. Luiz now to Koopmeiners. To Cabal. Alajbegovic to Cabal. Cabal tries to find Kolomuani, misses it, rolls all the way to Palermo man. Jornen in his hands now as he scans. Gatti now collects right in the half circle over to Kenan Yildiz, who will dribble forward. Drops back, finding Douglas Luiz, pulling all the strings in the middle there. Switching it out for Conceição. Conceição in front of Celik. Cross blocked by Ceccaroni. Another corner kick coming for Juve. Decent idea on the last one. We'll see. They could find the breakthrough on this one. I see the comment here. Any news on Lukumi? Juve apparently going in with 20 million and offering Juan Cabal. So let's see if that breaks free this thing. But apparently both clubs are pushing to get the move done. Koopmeiners. Conceição. Back to Koopmeiners. To Celik. Yildiz on it. Inside to Alajbegovic. Little touch back to Yildiz. Oh my God. He had Chico wide open on the left there, but he couldn't get the pass through. decent idea there between Alajbegovic, Yildiz, and everything. Just a little bit slow, a little hesitant. And the big question going into this match, once we saw that starting 11, was the front four. So far, Kolomuani, you wouldn't even know we had a striker out there on the pitch. We just can't seem to find him with the ball at his feet or any type of sequences with it. Chico wins the ball. He's deep in the territory. Oh, McKennie couldn't latch on to that ball in from Conceição. He ends up just getting a toe to it. It goes across goal, ends up in the hands of Joran, and he quickly plays it out now. Hernani carrying it only as far as McKennie will allow him before pushing him back to the back line. Back with Joranen. He's outside his 18 now. A little pressure from Kolomuani. Hernani again. Back to Ceccaroni. Back to Joranen again. Palermo with the ball. The feet of their keeper about 25 yards out from goal. Ceccaroni. Back to Joranen. Okay, come on, boys. Let's get a little pressure. Let's get this ball back. I'm done watching this. Done watching these guys exchange with the keeper. Oh, we missed that one. And Palermo trying to quickly counter Hernani now. Ogello. Challenge comes in from Conceição. It's going to be a throw in to Palermo. They quickly take in. Hernani cutting inside. Tries a 1-2 here. Good pressure from Alajbegovic, forcing them out. Ranocchia scanning from the central area. Can only go back. Ceccaroni. Again, Ranocchia. Celik ends up cutting this one out. Plays it to Conceição. Long ball forward for Kolomuani. He can't keep that thing in play. In the end, recovered in our midfield by Luiz. Exchange with Cabal. Now to Gatti. Up ahead for Conceição on that right flank. Back to Gatti. It's going to go back to Co-Miners. Cabal to Yildiz. Played forward. Alajbegovic. Goes back to Cabal. To Gatti. Tries to go in quick for McKennie. Finds him. Flag stays down. Over to Conceição. Back for Gatti. Into Luiz. Into McKennie with these back heels. It does get to Conceição. Luiz now trying to switch field for Yildiz. Cut out easily. But headed just as far as Cabal. Back to Co-Miners. Juve maintaining possession. Over to Gatti. Celik into Luiz. Tries to go over the top. I think Chico's offside. He is. The flag goes up. Yeah, I'd have to agree with you, Pino, on Celik. He just looks like a solid addition that's going to be stable and dependable. No nonsense, hard-nosed player. No problems with that. Yes, Bader. Game broadcasted on Juve's website, but you got to be tapped into Italy on a VPN if you're not there. Ball into Hernani again for Palermo. Tries a long ball forward. That's cut off by Yildiz. Played back to him by McKennie on a give and go, and then in the end, Yildiz stopped at the back line. Palermo trying to work it through. Ogello. Back to Ceccaroni. Ranocchia's come deep to collect. Plays it forward now. Back to Ranocchia. And now trying to go up that left flank. Celik stops it, but it goes to Augello. Played in. Ranocchia and Segre with a quick exchange involving Ceccaroni. Now Ranocchia goes to Augello. Try to go with the through ball. Celik cuts it off. Stops it at Gatti. Into McKennie. Nice turn from Mac. Missing Chico on the through ball. Played it too close to the defender and Ceccaroni cuts it out. Plays it to Augello and he goes out the right side. Cassandro ends up stopping it and moving it back to Ceccaroni. Very little pressure on Palermo right now on the ball. The keeper is like 40 yards out of goal. Finally, Colomuani takes a couple steps to him. This is a long ball forward and Celik cuts it off again. Gatti on it now. Into McKennie. Back to Cope Miners. And Juve will probably try to move up the left flank. And there it is. Played to Cabal. Up ahead for Yildiz. To Cope Miners. Now to Gatti. Luiz to Cabal. Into Yildiz. He's turning. Dribbling away. Here's Alay Begovic. Oh, that's a cross going across, but it's too deep at the back post. Not finding Colomuani or Chico at the back post. Joronen has the ball in his hands, taking his time to get it back to the goal kick. And again, Palermo trying with the quick exit into a counter, but cut off by Juve. Ball at the feet of Douglas Luiz. He's going to move it to the right side for Gatti. He just moves in the halfway line, plays it back to Luiz. Luiz now twisting and turning. Gives it to Cope Miners, who's in the half circle. Up forward for McKennie. Little touch too far for Alay Begovic. This is actually playing out more of a 4-1-4-1, to be honest, from Juve. Because McKennie is like way up there, right next to Alay Begovic. In behind Colomuani. With Yildiz staying to the left, Chico staying to the right. And funny enough, even with all those guys up there, not really linking there. And I don't think it's necessary. It's almost... If anything, Max should be like a trailing box to box. Stop bringing more players into that space there. Alay Begovic, nice little turn. Plays it into Cabal. Luiz now to Colomuani. Back to Luiz. Or no, McKennie, sorry. Into Conceição. Cuts to his left. Nice shot. Just wide of the far post from Conceição. That was a nice little move through the middle. McKennie and Colomuani linking up before finally finding Conceição. Celik gave him the overlap on the right, which pulled Augello away from Conceição, making him just have to beat one defender, which was Ceccaroni. And then in the end, his shot just curled wide of the back post there. But that's better. That's much better. Guys, reminder, everybody, get the likes up, all right? Smash subscribe. Join, and good luck. In the kick giveaways, you got to be subscribed. Long ball forward. Colomuani settles it off the chest, but Ceccaroni clears it before he can get it to his foot. Palermo pressed all the way back. Joronen now plays it long. Cabal Heads it into Luis. Easy touch. Back to Co-Miners. Now to Gatti. Back to Co-Miners. In for Mac. And back to Gatti. And that relieves the pressure and gives the back line a little space on the ball. Gatti finding McKennie. McKennie trying to go over the top for Celik. Little chest down. Played for Conceição. Flag stays down. Oh, he goes to the right. He's beat him. Oh, hell of a diving tackle from Ceccaroni to just block that last second cross. Chico looking for Colomwani. It just opened up for Chico, and then he could just take Ceccaroni on, and he had Colomwani there. Could have even feinted to Colomwani going all the way across for Kenan Yildiz, who was wide open. Here comes the corner taken by Conceição. Punched away by Yornan. Yildiz is going to save it. Here's a cross in, and that's too high for Colomwani. Headed, but on the backside, here's Conceição. Drops it off. Oh, Luis takes a strike, and that's blocked. And now cleared out by Palermo. Co-Miners is going to come in and head it down for Conceição. Juve does very well to retain possession here now. Celik on the ball at the halfway line. Plays it over for Cabal. Up ahead for Yildiz. Working against his man off the left flank. To Douglas Luiz. To Celik. Celik for Conceição. Oh, goes to his right. Oh, that's blocked. It's going to be a corner kick. Another one coming. Palermo's blocking a lot of these. I mean, they're actually, I got to say, got the Ceccaroni at least doing his part, sticking with Conceição the best he can and keeping it pretty tight on those moves. Like, Chico's usually really good at getting some daylight to at least send a ball in. Luis sends the cross in. Oh, stepped in. Oh! Yildiz steps into a volley that almost goes in short side off the bounce. Holy. Hell of a volley. Yildiz wearing the captain's band, by the way. Palermo now trying to get it out of their end. Moving up this left flank. Ogello being watched by Gatti. Turns inside now. Finds Hernani. Ranocchia. All the way to the outside again. Left flank for Ogello. Working on Celik. Headed out the clearance from Gatti and then shot back towards Perin, but high of his goal. He sees it out. Goal kick coming for Juve. That was Ceccaroni stepping into that one. Very close to the half-hour mark. Not a bunch in this one. Chico's twisting and turning away from the pressure of Ogello. Gets it over to Cabal, but he's pressured into losing it. Gatti recovers. Now Douglas Luiz on it. To Celik. Into Conceição. Douglas Luiz all the way back collecting. Now over to Co-Miners. Up ahead for Ali Begovic. Turns away from his man. Still on the ball. Now to Co-Miners. To Gatti. Into Luiz. Into Celik. Back to Gatti. Over to Co-Miners on the left. Up forward for Ali Begovic. Now played over for Yildiz. Tried to force it in there to Cabal. It's cut out. In the end, Co-Miners can't recover the ball. It's played off him. It's going to be a throw-in for Palermo. That was Giesi. Giesi playing the right flank for Palermo. Just recognized him. Pitting. Playing this one over the top. Mac with a little touch. Colomwani going to put pressure there by Jordan, well out of his goal to play that one back and cut off. Good battle from Douglas Luiz, winning it. Celik playing it back to Pedin. Now Cominers on the ball, moving forward. And he's looking for the long switch field. Ogello heads it away from Conceição. It's going to be a throw into Juve. Quickly taken into Celik. Douglas Luiz on it now. Into Yildiz. Alay Begovic. Too long on the ball, and Palermo takes it away. Alay Begovic back to Cabal, to Luiz, now into McKennie. Little touch in for Yildiz. Up ahead for Celik. Celik right in the heart of the pitch. Over to Cabal now. In for Yildiz. And he loses it there. Juve getting it into tight spaces, but Yildiz and Alay Begovic both fall victim to the pressure, as tight spaces, not enough time, and they were taking a little bit too long on the ball. Cabal steps in here. On Giesi, he goes down. Play on. And now, whistle dead. 32 minutes. Hernani's down. Thought it was Giesi. Giesi was next to him. Conceição, through ball, Max on it, crossed in. Oh, just too high for Celik, who was in there. Oh my God, just too high on that cross. And the follow-up blocked. Juve gets a throw-in out of it. Yildiz takes it into Cabal, now to Luiz, switching it up for Gatti. Forward for Conceição. Oh, he's turned now. He's facing Ogello. Cuts inside. Oh, little flip attempt for McKennie, but it's got too much weight on it. Into the hands of Jordan. Long ball played for Giesi, working against Cabal. He does very well to keep it in play for Palermo. They're trying to switch the field up to Ogello. They do. Conceição comes in to help. Hernani's on it, being watched by McKennie. Good battle there. Hernani still comes away with it. Played back. Ceccaroni under pressure from Colomwani has an outlet to Ranocchia. Give and go, and Ranocchia now running at us. Played forward for Janssen. I think he's offside. Flag stays down. Drilled into his man. Pretty tough for him to try and direct that towards target. It goes out. It's going to be a goal kick for Juve. Pretty tough for Poyampalo to do something with this one. Off Janssen. Just ends up drilling him in the chest. Panda, damn, he almost killed his old player. Let him friggin' just lace one at his chest. So here, deal with this. Conceição on it here. Foul on Ogello. Juve will be able to restart here. Man, not much in this one at all. Like, no real chance generated. Like, best chance is the shot from Conceição. The top of the 18 that he curled just wide. Co-Mainers to Cabal. Back to Co-Miners. To Gatti. Right to Janssen in front of him. From like 8 feet away. It's cut out and recovered by Juve. But a ridiculous pass from Gatti. Crazy that it literally goes to the one guy in front of him 5 feet away. Celik trying to go forward here for Mac. He can't get onto that. Hernani now. Colomuani coming all the way back. Gets the foul, but appreciate the work rate. Yeah, I don't know, you guys. This is a tough watch. This is a tough watch. This is a tough watch today. Need a little bit more from Juve here. Cross in from Palermo. Yildiz does well, shields it back. Cabal launches this one. Colomuani can't beat Jornen to it as he heads it forward. Palermo comes away with possession. Foul on Ali Begovic. Yeah, this is a tough watch. When are we not a tough watch? Yeah, there's games here and there. But man, you get a 4-2-3-1, but then you got to deal with, the preseason roster. Because Cabal would not be my choice. At the left back role, I wouldn't have Coat Miners as a left center back. I don't know if I'd be playing McKinney like that. Janssen putting across. Cabal cuts this one off, but only as far as Ranocchia. Now Yildiz trying to push forward and then send it back to give us a little bit of space at the back line. He does. Holy shit, Coat Miners. Terrible switch field looking for Celik. Misses completely. That's nasty. Ugly, ugly shit with Coat Miners. Holy. Ogello on the left sideline for the throw-in. Palermo working it up through Hernani and Ranocchia, but this is cut out by Alay Begovic. Another throw-in coming for Palermo. Give me a goal here, Juve. Let's get one in the first half. Come on. Got to get one in the first half here. Palermo's taking their sweet time here on this one. Ogello and Hernani with an exchange. Chico strips it. Gets fouled. And Juve will restart here. Celik's on it. Has Douglas Luiz right next to him. Leaves it for him. No, Max, excuse me. Here's Douglas Luiz on it, carrying it forward to the halfway line. Now playing it over for Cabal. Little drop off for Coat Miners. Now back to Gatti. Celik comes back to collect on the right. Gatti turns away from him, goes back to Coat Miners. To Cabal. Holy. Run being made there. And we're nowhere near hitting McKennie. Palermo plays it forward into Janssen. One touch towards Poyampalo, but cut out by Coat Miners. Back to Pedin and now back to Coat Miners. Celik to Gatti to Coat Miners. A little bit of pressure coming. Plays it over for Cabal. Into Luiz. Over to Gatti. Conceição. Double team comes his way, beats a first man, then drops it back to Gatti. He wants support higher up. He's telling them to get higher up. Chico is upset with Gatti hanging back so far. Conceição to Alay Begovic. Goes back to Gatti now to Coat Miners. There's space ahead of Coat Miners to take it in here. Cabal's overlap on the left. He plays it over to him. To Yildiz. Inside to Alay Begovic. Goes back to Gatti. Too long, too slow. These guys need to stop going back so much. Every damn time. Into Conceição. Hernani watching him. Little play in for Celik. Great step from him. The shot in the end is rather weak. Played across. There it is. Yildiz. So Celik steps in. His shot's blocked. Celik does well to just follow it up. Gets his own rebound and then plays it across. And Yildiz puts it into a pretty much open net. 1-0. About damn time. At least we got a goal in this first half. Good work from Celik, though. Pretty active. Chico finding him inside. His first shot pretty weak. I'm surprised there was a rebound like that. But he did well to just pop that in front of Yildiz. It's a good heads-up play from him to know that he's there all alone. Boom. Ogello inside Drops it off. Janssen takes a shot. Perin has to hop out there and save it. Parries it away for a corner kick here. Janssen slips too. His plant foot gives out right before the shot. Janssen rocking the Don Mattingly haircut from The Simpsons. Corner kick is probably going to end this first half here. Sent in by Palermo, cleared out by Cabal. Ogello with a touch to Giesi, who's at the back now, all the way back to Jorinen. That's it for the first half, everybody. All right, man. Holy. Respect the mullet. Respect the mullet. Oh. Timer's frozen because it's half. I usually shut it down right at 45 minutes. I was obviously 8 seconds delayed, so that's why the timer's frozen in the second half. We'll kick it off from 45:08. But Yildiz gives Juventus the 1-0 lead. Okay. At least we got a goal coming out of that half. If you're talking about this game in general, not as fluid as we like. Not as much connection with the players up top. I mean, Kolomuani has had no real work to do for us. We've tried to find him on a couple of crosses. That's about it. But not very much, not really involved in build-up. No real plays, 1-2s with him or anything like that. He was involved in one in the middle of the pitch, helping a breakout that saw Chico Conceição, up until this goal from Yildiz, have the best chance of that half for Juve. But overall, yeah, I don't know, still pretty slow, still pretty clunky. I mean, Cabal's not doing a whole hell of a lot there. He tried to find some line-breaking passes, trying to at least hit Kolomuani, and the 2 passes he sent his way were terrible. It's pretty slow, pretty sloppy first half. Gotta just call it for what it is. Alay Begovic, not really heavily involved. A few given goals with Kin and Yildiz, but I'd like to see him also get involved with Kolomuani, and it's sad that like none of them have really got any play through the striker at all. Like, there was the first time I saw Kolomuani touch the ball, I think it was just because we played a long ball forward that he just happened to beat a defender for, just to keep it in play and play it back to our defense. So yeah, I mean, obviously there's a lot of things to work on. It is preseason, though. We can't go too crazy, but yeah, there's work to be done. There's work to be done, pretty much, which is fine and it's expected. But let's see. Hopefully, it's just a personnel thing. So Sikoko, I need to stop the Chico hate agenda. This guy's actually one of our best players, and he's improved a lot. I think our winger quality is actually one of our biggest strengths. Hey, man, no complaints off me. I'm happy with what Chico brings. Towards the end of last season, we started to see the production ramp up, which is what we really need. That's really the last thing he's got to do, is just start getting it to show up on score sheets through goals and assists. Other than that, I have no complaints with him, but I'd like to see more connection with our attack, with our players there. McKennie's looked off. He obviously, World Cup summer for him, and then taking his break after that one. He's not looked the most in sync. This is a better showing from him than the last one against Inter, where I thought he looked a day late, a buck short everywhere on the pitch. But yeah, still, him getting advanced like that, I still think we are like an actual box to box away from getting the help we need in the middle of the park. Yeah, Yildiz, I don't know, some decent plays here and there, but not a whole lot in that first half. Conceição really is the driving force, like constantly pushing defenses back, and we have to help him. You have to get involved. That's what I really liked about Celik when you watch him play. Like I said, he's no nonsense. He's not flashy or anything, but he makes that move into the pocket inside of Conceição, and Chico just lays it in front of him, and then the rest opens up. Once you find that first little break, it starts to make the defense have to make quick decisions. So Celik, the more I watch this guy, the more I think he's going to be a very, very important cog for this team going on this season. He makes the right runs. He doesn't just go all the time with a chicken with his head cut off. He makes smart decisions, and he's very rarely caught out of position. Like, I've only seen it a couple times in all the times I've seen him play through the preseason so far. Could be a very, very solid addition. It's looking that way anyways. And he's looked good both on the left and right, which is critical. But Celik had a really good half there for me. I feel like there are some ideas, but we can't figure out how to get the ball to the striker. But I think that will grow during the season. Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, you did switch the system here for this match, and you have guys that are trying to get accustomed to one another that haven't played. I mean, Kolomouani, he's new, even though he's been back here before on loan, but these are new players. So Kolomouani is new here. Alay Begovic is new here. Trying to put it all together and piece it all together. It wasn't terrible by any means. It was just clunky, and we're trying to find rhythm. We're trying to gel. Panda, I really like Dougie so far. Yeah, like I said, I stand firm on what I said earlier this preseason. If this guy is committed, he should be staying with this roster going into the 26-27 season. It's another one of those no Locatelli games. Really shows how bad we need defenders good on the ball. Get Lukumi done now. Lukumi, I believe, will get done. Dougie looks reborn. No, he's playing well. He's playing well. He could definitely do his part. And the thing with Douglas Luiz is when he gets further up the pitch, he can hit those weighted passes over defenses, which are harder to hit. But he sent two really nice ones in the last preseason match against Inter. Merda, by the way. He also has sent a couple this match. And when you get further up the pitch and you have less room for error on those weighted passes, that's when it gets tricky for the rest of our guys that are around. But he can still hit those passes, and it's big. Makes a big, big difference. Luiz will be able to bring an impact from the midfield. We've lacked against low blocks. He's very good at flicking the ball to the right player inside the box and finding people in tight spaces. Yeah, it's exactly what we're talking about. Absolutely agree. I want to see no McKennie in the second half. Loca as defender, if no ball player defender at the moment. Kalulu plus Locatelli in defense. Sub Gatti and Coat Miners. Cambiasso on the right. Celik on the left. I would like to see Cambiasso play the right side with Celik on the left. I think it's good to take these preseason matches and see some of these scenarios. I would be absolutely fine with that. Can this team make top four? Let's not waste our time debating the title. Top four? Absolutely. We shouldn't have lost it last season. Serie A I don't know, like nobody impresses me. I mean, it's us tripping and stumbling up. So yeah, absolutely, this team can make top 4. And again, if this thing finishes with Kessié, Lukumi, and a goalkeeper coming in, oh yeah, top 4 is not even a question. Like I said, if you finish up like that and you look at the spine right up the middle of the pitch of Bremer, Lukumi, let's see who this goalkeeper could be, but let's just say for shits and giggles it's Suzuki. So Suzuki, Bremer, Lukumi, your midfield could potentially be Locatelli, Kessié, or Kessié, Douglas, Luiz as your, like, however you want to work it. Okay, that's your spine so far. And then you have Alay-Begovic, Kolomuani, or Yildiz Kolomuani. Straight through the middle, that spine is good enough to be competing for the title in Serie A, if we're being honest. And then you have all the factors around it, like Conceição, if he can ramp up his production this season, etc. So, yeah, I mean, top 4? I don't even want to have that discussion because that just is a must. And I'm not worried about it in this season. Do you know Alay-Begovic has a donut chain in Bosnia? It's called Krispy Kreme. You know what? I might be getting a little harsh because it's 4 a.m. my time, okay? So I'm going to let it pass, Adam. It's very, very... a lot of work went into that one. I'm not going to... No card on that one, okay, with the Krispy Kreme. Dougie has been nice, but he needs to chill with the yellows. Yeah, I mean, honestly, that first yellow pissed me off. That Gatti just didn't pass that ball out. He's trying to dribble out of that thing, and he's rumbling, tumbling, stumbling. We also need to say when players make good runs, they don't get the ball. Absolutely. With this, I agree. Too many times, too often. And for all the praise we were giving Douglas Luiz, there was 2 instances for sure, maybe a third, where I saw him not take the stab. And one of them was with Yildiz making that run. There was one with Alay-Begovic, and I think another one with Kolo, funny enough. So, yeah, I agree wholeheartedly. There are some off-the-ball movements. They're few and far between. A lot of our players on this team are playing with the ball at their feet. And I keep saying this, like, you have to keep defenses honest. You have to keep them working. You have to push them back. You have to take chances like that, and we have to move off the ball. So I want to see us take more chances like that and get the ball over the top and stretch these defenses out and push them back. Gio coming in here. Hey, lads, how does that front 4 look? I know what you mean 4. We didn't really connect with Kolomuani much at all. Alay-Begovic and Yildiz have been close together. So it's funny because this is played to more of a 4-1-4-1 with Douglas Luiz hanging back, kind of dictating everything. McKennie has got right forward and advanced. He's that front floor. My front floor looks fantastic. The McKennie sticking close to the right side next to Chico, and Alay-Begovic next to Yildiz. McKennie hasn't really looked good. Gotta say it, but we haven't really connected through Kolomuani. Alay-Begovic and Yildiz, a few decent 1-2s here and there, but both of them have kind of been hesitant when the space has been cut down, when they get very congested. Chico's doing Chico things. He just keeps being the driving force, and he keeps pushing Palermo back further. In the end, he lays one into Celik. Celik making a nice inside run. Takes a shot, gets his own rebound, sets it up for Yildiz, who puts it home. That's the breakthrough right now. So for me, it's not as magical as we would like, but that doesn't mean that we haven't seen signs of what they could do as hopefully the chemistry gets further. But I need to see them. I need to see them play with Kolomwani a lot more. He's just kind of been up there, not really doing a whole lot, and just looked at for crosses or connections. There was a couple really good interventions from Ceccaroni on Palermo side that we should mention, because one of them is definitely a tap-in for Kolomwani. Chico he beat him on the first step, but Ceccaroni managed to save himself there. So good stuff from him. And let's take it, the advice from Panda there. Let's get those likes up. Get the likes up. Don't forget to smash subscribe. Good luck in the kit giveaway. Our next match after this one is on the 17th against Next Gen. That's when the pink away kit will be given away. We have the Mandzukic kit. Okay. And this one will go to one of our members in Legends tier status. Okay. So good luck, everybody. But you got to be subscribed. Obviously, members. You got to be a member to be in for the Mandzukic 16-17 kit. And we have a special season kickoff giveaway, which is the Carlitos Tevez autographed 14-15 kit. All right. So a lot of good stuff coming up here. And we'll pull that one up right here. This thing is a banger. Okay. So it pays to subscribe. You see it right there. Got to be subscribed on YouTube to be entered to win this bad boy. Beautiful kit signed by El Apache. Good luck, everybody. We have kickoff for the second half, just like that. I'm waiting for the ticker to catch up here. And we're back on time. Played forward by Palermo. Tipoyampalo. Intercepted. Quick pass forward. McKenny's on it here. Shigrova's on the pitch now. He's on the ball. To Alajbegovic. Locatelli has stepped in. He plays it to Shigrova. Celik's still out there. Rugani has come on for Gatti. He plays it now to Cope Miners, who keeps his spot at left center back. Locatelli's in the heart now. Cope Miners played forward. Yildiz to Cabal. And he's offside. This dummy. My goodness, man. Looking up the entire play. Cabal is just shocking, man. Okay, my prediction was 3-0, so we need 2 goals here, lads. Catelli heads that down. Cabal gives it right back to them. Cabal gets megged. Cross coming in there. Celik had to clear that one out. Plays it in. Yildiz gets stripped. Chiesi on it for Palermo. And Yildiz in the Cabal to Locatelli. Played forward for Mac. Mac somehow gets his way out of there. Oh, Cabal, man. Ooh. Crosses it in across there for Celik. Celik now trying to find Kolomwani there. He lets it run for Yildiz. Yildiz now drops it off. Alajbegovic plays it over to Zhigrova. Oh, slotted through for Celik to Kolomwani. Offside in the end. No, it was all good. The flag stayed down. Oh my goodness, man. That was a much better play. And Celik again finding those runs, man. Great run from Celik. I still think it's offside personally. But Celik, that's a great run. Nice through ball by Zhigrova. And almost a tap in for Kolomwani. Juve comes away with a corner kick. They take it short. Zhigrova to Yildiz. Locatelli. Switching it over for Colt Miners. Played forward for Mac. Mac now cross going over back post. Ali Begovic heads it down. Kolo Muani with the, oh my God, wide open cage, but trying to slash at that thing that's about waist high. He gets under it and it misses. Kolo Muani inside of 49 minutes here. Okay, inside of 5 minutes could be on a brace. Oof. Just couldn't get over that one on the bounce. Loca now switching this one for Celik. Little touch back to Rugani. Rugani drops it to Locatelli. Finds Jagrova. He's turning. Running at Ogello. Nice little through ball into Ali Begovic. Just can't keep that in. But pressures Palermo. They have it out. It's going to be a throw-in for Juventus. Celik. Back for Rugani. Into Locatelli. Back to Rugani. Over to Colt Miners. Has Cabal to his left. Plays it to him. Jesus. I can't watch Cabal play at 4 a.m. I can't fucking watch this guy play at 4 a.m., you guys. Jesus Christ. No pressure on him. A pass over from his defender 6 feet away. And he fucking collects it with his heels, man. I have no words for this guy. Like, what the fuck, man? Like, it's... Fuck. All he could do is laugh. Colt Miners shielding Chiesi away from that one. 1-0 Juventus, 50 minutes, 43 seconds here. Colt Miners over to Rugani. And he's going for a switch field. Looking Kenny Yildiz way. Nice little switch from Rugani. Yildiz is 1v1. Up at the top 4, Ali Begovic. 3 players around him. He tries to lay it off for McKennie, and it's cut off. And they go route 1, but that's one back by Rugani. Played to Locatelli. Over to Colt Miners. Now to Cabal. Ali Begovic back to Cabal. To Locatelli. And now another switch field looking Jagrova's way. He settles it. He turns at Ogello. Forces the double team in from Janssen. Celik to McKennie. To Locatelli. Back to McKennie. To Ali Begovic. Turns away from it to Cabal. Up for Yildiz. Locatelli. To Yildiz. Turns in. McKennie 1-2. Into Ali Begovic. Back to Yildiz. Oh, nice. To Kolo Muani. Drop back for him. Oh, Kolo should have opened up on that. Would have had a shot. Barely a touch there on Ranocchia from Ali Begovic. It's called down. Yeah, if Kolo faked inside, that defender gave him a lot of space there. Fake inside. Take a touch to the outside. Have a crack. Somebody said Cabal is better than Lukumi? Guys, please don't do this to me at 4 a.m. Do not do this to me at 4 a.m. 4 a.m. my time, I can't be hearing things like that or seeing things like that. That's a health hazard. That's a health hazard. Oh, Mac can't win it away from AJC. Hernani now plays it in. Boyampalo crossed up. That's a floater. Segre tries to head it back. And they just close in to get that ball back to Pedin. Shakrova up for Ali Begovic. Plays it to Kolomouani. To Ali Begovic to Shakrova. Oh, just pass that ball out to Yildiz, bro. Oh, my God. Max on it now. Oof. Terrible ball. Between Ali Begovic and Celik. And nobody coming away with it. Nicely won from Zagrova. Holy smokes. A little defensive work. Here's Ali Begovic on it. Drops it off for Locatelli. Up for Cabal. Loca saves it. Plays it in for Yildiz. And he wins it again. Plays it out to Ali Begovic. Back for Cabal. We're actually seeing better connections so far with the players in the attack. With Shakrova, McKennie's looking more involved. So the connections are a bit better. Here's Ali Begovic into Yildiz. Try to back heel there, but he didn't even beat his man after the pass. Rugani now plays it forward. Here's Zagrova, space ahead of him to run. Celik is inside. Zagrova gets it stripped. McKennie saves it, plays it in. Zagrova onside. Oh, too much, man. Too much. Way too much. But yeah, there's already been more through balls attempted than we did in the entire first half. And we're only 10 minutes into the second half. So it's already better in terms of poking and prodding at Palermo's defense and trying passes that aren't just to feet. Nugash 3570. Don't take this the wrong way, but you giving me vibes like you would bitch and complain after getting laid. God. Chill out, dude. It's preseason. Come. Cabal to Loca. Sending it over for Rugani. Little touch in. Zagrova. Working against Ogello. Now over to Locatelli. Up forward. Yildiz. Little touch to Ali Begovic. Oh, just cut out as he was trying to quickly send it in for Kolomouani. See, that was a better attempt. I still just like how much closer we are. We're not connecting with Kolomouani the most. but I still like that there's action around our striker. And I like that our wingers this game have at least had players. They have options. We've got the ball out wide, but the way this is shaped up to be like a 4-1-4-1 actually gives us outlets on the outsides. They don't get stuck. Here's Ali Begovic running at the defense. Now over to Yildiz. Double teams there. Oh, tries to skin his man. It's out. It's going to be a corner kick for Juventus. Where is Thuram? Thuram didn't even go on the tour, bro. He's back trying to get fit. Oh, here you go. Colo. Ooh, Colo Muani. That's got to be a shot on target. That's got to be on target, bro. But that's much better. The second half has been much better for finding players and the passing. Palermo's going to make a few changes here. 5 to be exact. But yeah, the passing has been better in the second half. Better connections in through the attack. The only player that's left the attack is Jagrova has come in for Conceição. Midfield, the only change, Locatelli in for Luiz. But Max looked better in this half than he did the first one. We're also set to have a few changes. Looks like Boga, Milik, Cambiaso, Miretti all coming into the pitch here. Kolo Muani's got to put that one on target, man. So Yildiz comes off the pitch for Boga. McKennie comes off for Miretti. Milik comes on for Kolo Muani. And Miretti has taken off Ali Begovic. And we still need 2 goals for my 3-0 to come to fruition. So let's go. Rugani over to Cabal, into Locatelli, over to Rugani. Back to Loca, quickly hitting his man, Celik. In Milik, to Miretti, dummies it to Boga. Stop there from the keep. Nice little play. Quickly moved up the pitch there. Celik continues to find the right pockets and good space, and Locatelli found him on the one-touch pass there. But haters gonna hate. Cambiaso back to Loca, plays it safe, going to Perin, and we restart through Miretti on the right. Oh, through ball there. Can Celik beat his man? He does. Ooh, drills it from the tight angle. Off keep's going to be a corner kick. Celik's good, man. He's been solid. He's looked good in every preseason game he's played. Right or left, don't matter. Makes the right runs. Left foot across. Oof. Well beyond anybody. Yeah, he's looked good so far. Tuna, he's looked really good. Cabal wins that one pack for Juve. Leaves it for Rugani. Plays it to Miretti. Goes back for Locatelli. Now plays it to Cabal. Just move the ball, man. To Loca, to Rugani. Back to Perin. Oof, Cabal, man. Jeez. In comes Celik to save this one. Oh my god. Oh my god. Milik, Cambiaso to Celik. Celik. Forward for Boga. Back to Celik. Oh, turns. Fires one. Milik's going to save this one from going out. In the corner. Digs it out to Miretti. Into Celik. Here's Shagrova. Oh, through ball. It's got a little too much heat on there, and Miretti was stopped flat-footed for a second before he actually moved for it. Can anyone tell me the player they hate and why? Hate's a strong word, but Cabal, because he sucks. I give in and concede. Wanted to see him come back after the injury. Looked like he had some promising signs, but too clunky. Way too clunky. And the decisions at times, crazy. Oh, Loca just missing Miretti with the back heel pass there. Segre with the cross in. Headed down. Ogello saves it. On the left flank for Palermo. Sends a cross in. It's cleared out. We're at 66 minutes. It's 1-0 Juve. Palermo's on the ball right now. But they've struggled to really generate any chances. Juve's looked much better, much more fluid in this second half than we did in the first half. Unfortunately, Colomouani with a couple of good opportunities. Couldn't find goal. Now the players we love for some positivity. Locatelli, Kenan Yildiz, and Bremer. I love Bremer. Celik feints, cuts in. Oh! Forces Palermo into a good side. Man, Celik is having a game, man. He keeps standing out for me, man, in these preseason games. I hope, knock on wood, that carries over into the season. And I do love Chico as well. Oh, Cabal got up for that one. Couldn't get to it. Palermo now running at us. And that's cut out by Celik, man. But then when he pops it out to our left side, it's beyond Cambiaso and Coat Miners. So it's going to be a Palermo throw. Still 1-0 for Juve. Rugani. Missed Jagrova. Missed Milik too. Palermo stays on the ball. This one sent through. Celik battling there. It's played in. Rugani gives it back to Celik. And Celik now with a lovely switch field. Cambiaso's going to have a lot of time now. Carry the ball forward. Have a look. Make a decision. Inside to Medetti. And now he sends one forward. It's Milik. God, I hope he doesn't disintegrate. Oh my God. That would have been one hell of a cheeky spin there. He almost pulled it off. He would have been 1v1 with the keep there. Miners wins it for Juve, plays it into Medetti. Back out for Locatelli. Sends it to Rugani. Celik right up against the right sideline. Rugani goes back in central. Locatelli gives it to Co-Miners. Into Medetti. Outside for Cambiaso. To Co-Miners. Back to Locatelli. To Rugani. To Medetti. Medetti sends it into Boga. All he can do is head it in. That's a handball on Cambiaso. 20 minutes left in this one. Guys, I need 2 more goals for that 3-0 prediction. Come on. This is a painful storm the barn, Alex Juve. If management tells you you need to have one of these two, Cabal or Yarimina, who do you pick? Oh my goodness, man. Give me Yarimina. Give me Yarimina. At least he's a prick and hard-nosed. But that's pain. That's pain. But give me Yarimina. Boga beats his man to the left. Little touch in. Oh my goodness. Nobody there to latch onto that open cage after Boga beats everybody. Oh, Arthur has stepped onto the pitch. Arthur coming in for Co-Miners. Arthur coming in. Oh boy. I am so done seeing this guy. By the way, in case you've missed the news updates I gave earlier on in this watch along, Besiktas looking at Arthur Italiano, familiar with the player from Fiorentina, and is apparently considering. I don't care who. I don't care how much. Say goodbye. Say goodbye. Come on, let's get another goal. Locatelli heads this one down. Medetti, why is that the play? Puts Celik under for no reason, but we do manage to salvage this one. Recycle possession. Pedin's on it. To Cabal. Up ahead for Medetti to Cambiaso. Inside for Milik, who opens up. Out for Jagrova. He's 1v1 with Ogello. Shoots it right at them. Oh, Milik, what is that? This guy's done. Done. Holy. So flat-footed all the time. This guy can barely move. I mean, it's not a surprise. It's a corpse. This guy was resurrected from the dead to play a preseason with Juve. when you start hearing rumors, they're thinking about keeping him around as a third. I'm like, what are you seeing? He's so slow, clunky, and can't move anymore. Milik to Miretti. Plays it out for Cambiaso. Back to Miretti. Here's Artur to Locatelli. Oh my goodness, that's filthy from Zagrova. He almost left 4 guys in the dust. That was filthy. Just lost it at the end there. Oof. That's filthy, man. Palermo man down. He's getting the spray. Thoughts on Zagrova after the friendlies? I've said going into this window with all our priorities and stuff, I said if there was one position I was happy with, it would be keeping things with Yildiz, Boga, Conceição, and Zagrova. If Zagrova is fit and could play more minutes and just show a little bit more urgency in his play, I have no problems with him. I think he's got the potential to be extremely dangerous for us. And the fact I've always said, like, if he's at his best, I think it'd be solid for us to either pull him off against tired legs or even pull Conceição off in some games against tired legs. Like, take your pick. When they're both cooking, they're a handful for defenses. So I'm good with keeping Zagrova around this season. Hopefully he stays fit and we can see him be an instigator for us. Boga with a cross, back post. Ojello heads it, but it goes right on the spot. Juve trying to fight for this one, but not enough to win it. And then Cambiaso tries to win it, but lays it off in the path of Palermo's player. He's cutting forward, takes a strike from range. Perin has to stop that and then collects the rebound. Boga back to Cambiaso, to Locatelli, to Artur, to Loca, up forward for Boga, a lot of space ahead of him. Still a double team, plays it in. Miretti drops it back for Cambiaso, to Cabal, Artur to Rugani. Oof, Cabal, man, you are fucking crazy. Missing an 8-foot pass to Loca. With no pressure. Bunch of changes coming up here for Palermo. Why why are we trying to convince Bologna not to buy Cabal? Yeah, it's crazy. Like I said, if you get anything towards the Lukumi deal with Cabal involved, it's just amazing. It's amazing from Carnevali, Masada, etc. Like amazing to get anything for this guy. I'm surprised it's like Bologna's asking 25. Juve goes to insert Cabal and now the price is 45. Surprised they're not that we don't have to pay them to take this guy. Bad ball there from Perin. Palermo cross from deep, cut out, corner kick coming for them. Corner cleared out by Juve, and then one touch from Zagrova for good measure. Palermo all the way back to keep. We got 10 minutes left in this. Oof. Decent ball forward there from Palermo. Perin has to be sharp with it. Lloyd Kelly has come on for Cabal. Meretti now out for Zagrova. That last play, that last ball. Kelly to Arthur. Into Loca. Missing Milik there. Palermo really taking their time and working the ball up here. Kelly eats this one up. But it is a throw into Palermo. 82 minutes, 25 seconds. Down 1-0. They're going to push, try and get an equalizer. Maybe thinking long throw here from this spot. Headed out. Oh, Cabal stayed in. Excuse me. Sorry. Kelly took Colt Miners off, not Cabal. That's my bad. Cambiaso has moved to the right side, which is better for him. Loca does well, shields him off, finding Artur. Artur's got a ton of space ahead of him, carries it forward, drops it off to Boga. Boga working off the left, inching closer to the area. Now cuts out front the 18, crossing into Milik, and he scores. But he's offside. Holy. The dead man. Nice little play forward, though, but oh, man, that D-line stepped up right away. Very, very quick thinking from that back line. They stepped the second Boga cuts into the top of the 18. They just jumped. And Milik caught offside there. If we could play a 3-5-2-1, we might win the Scudetto. So we need an extra player on the field to win the Scudetto is what you're saying. Forget the three-man back line. We got to snap out of that garbage. Final 5 minutes of this one. Don't expect to see much of anything for stoppage time in this one. Looking out for Milik. Beats the first man. Oh, Milik scored. Holy, the dead man. The dead man. I'm surprised his body didn't just go when he tries to shoot. The dead man. Dude, hey, we still got time for that 3-0 on my prediction. Milik's bagging a brace. Milik's bagging a brace. Milik. Dude, that's really bad on Palermo, man. Like, oof. That's got to be his first goal in like how long? Been out of action forever. It is an insult to the Undertaker. You're absolutely right, Trimbley. But he is also a dead man. Yeah, don't you all start talking about keeping him around third string or anything like that, because you know what's going to happen is he's going to end up on a contract renewal, for God's sakes. Oh my God, Cambiasso, that is terrible. Perrin forced to make a diving save there. Cambiasso, wake up, dude. Like, fucking missed that switch field by 20 yards. 20 yards short of the intended target. Also, yeah, just Darren Burgess, by the way, needs to receive an award for getting Milik back on a pitch. Nice goal for him, though. Nice goal. Cabal pressured on the ball there. Does earn a throw in for Juve. Come on. There's Milik on it again, laying it off for Artur. Oh, foul there, but advantage given to Palermo. Oh, big save there by Perin. That's a really nice reaction save. Little short cross in, directed right on goal, short side from in tight. And Perin dives down. Really nice save. Ooh. Please, please. Fucking Emilio Estevez here thinks he's going to score from fucking 45 out. The mighty Duckman himself, Emilio Estevez. Emilio! Shout out Night at the Roxbury for the 90s kids. Oh. Flying V. There you go. And what was the Emilio? What was the move? Oh, there's game, everybody. 2-0 Juve. It ends there. Just as we're getting into Mighty Duck talk, I think it was the triple deke. Anyways, speaking of triple dekes, Milik did a triple deke to bag the second one there. Nice goal for him. It's a good moment for him to just see him back on a score sheet. I mean, it was an amazing moment just to see this guy back on the pitch. He's been out for so long. This preseason friendly, we take something different out of all of these ones. We wanted to see a 4-2-3-1. We got it with that front four that we wanted to see. Sadly, it lacked fluidity in the first half for a number of different reasons, but I don't think it's anything to just walk away from or throw it away completely. A lot of the storylines have been the same for me through this preseason. For me, Celik continues to stand out. We need to work on getting the striker more involved. Second half we did. We got 3 chances immediately. Colo's got to do better on 2 of them for sure. But yeah, there's some work to be done. There's some tweaks to be done here and there. But I will say this. I like the route that we were going in this game of getting more of a presence in the center of the pitch. Staying away from just typical sideline play. There was a good mix in this game. Did it still lack execution? Did it still lack maximum creativity? Absolutely. But it's still moving in the right direction. We have to find a way to get the guy, whoever it is that plays at the striker role, more involved. If you're talking about names sticking around this season or decisions you would make, I'd gladly keep Shagrova around. He should be staying around. I would gladly keep Douglas Luiz around. He should be staying around. Celik continues to stand out. Great signing there. Good boost of a signing there. Perin as the starting goalkeeper, that's pretty much what it comes down to. It's either you go out and you get a lone player, okay, a stopgap move at that position, or you make Perin your starter going into this season. Perin was part of frustrations I had last season. I'm not opposed to it. I'm not opposed to having Perin as a starter. I personally would have said goodbye to both of those guys, Di Gregorio and Perin, but that's on the catch of thinking we were going to land a good, solid, experienced keeper. It's a tough one for me. when it comes to these guys. But Perrin had his blunders last season too, and he's involved in that bad stretch that we had last year too. It wasn't solely Tigre. So my gut's still telling me bring in a goalkeeper. My gut is still telling me bring in a goalkeeper. But yeah, I like the fact of the ideas, what Spalletti was trying to go with this season, and I do think that's the move going forward. Get that central presence up there, spread the defenders out more so that the guys on the wings have options. There was always guys playing close to them. We just have to figure out how to get the striker more involved, and we ultimately have to make it amount to chances. Has to end up in scoring chances, all right? But nonetheless, it is what it is. It's just preseason. It's more about fitness and everything, and you got a Milik goal, okay? So there you go. But Kenan Yildiz scoring in the first half. I would have liked to see Kolomuani bag one of those opportunities he had. Nonetheless, not there. Chico Conceição keeps doing Conceição things. I think he looked very good too. So there you are. That's really all there is to this particular game. But preseason coming down to an end. The team is going to return home, and they'll finish up there with the match on the 17th against Next Gen. Guys, drop a like, smash subscribe. Okay, that's how you're going to get entered into the kit giveaways. Good luck to everybody on those giveaways. Let's see right here. Sikoko, a backline of Tigre, Cambiaso, Cabal, Coop, and Gatti would relegate any team. I swear to God. Oh, yeah, for sure. George coming in here. Lots of departures need to happen. Tigre, Miretti, Coop, David, Gonzalez, Milik, Rugani. Will all of them happen till the end of the window? I don't know if Miretti gets done. Tigre is getting done. I think Tigre's totally done, and I see him leaving. Cope Miners is a tough one. Maybe on a loan option to a team in the Prem. We're starting to hear rumors ramp up around Newcastle. Maybe. Jonathan David, big maybe there. Gonzalez, I think Gonzalez gets sold. So if I had to bank on it, Gonzalez gets sold. Milik and Rugani, man, honestly, so Tigre, Gonzalez, Rugani, I'm willing to bank on those three, gone. I'm willing to bank that those three will be gone. The rest, question marks if they go. Perrin is more reliable a goalkeeper. Douglas and Loka can swap each other. Absolutely they can. Big positive there. Celik is a starter. I think Celik is a starter. I said my back line, because I want to go back four, I'd honestly be playing Celik off the left. I'd be going Celik on the left, Lukumi, Bremer, Kalulu at right back. That would be my back four. And I think it's a good mix, good blend. Get a bit of everything. That's probably the route I would go. Our right side, Kalulu, Cekic, Jagrova, Chico. It's great. I need a good left back personally. I would use Celik on the left. He's good there. But yeah, he's strong on the right as well. The thing is, you can't leave Kalulu out. You can't leave him out. Yeah. Is it just me or everyone played very well today? Maybe except for Colo. I just think we didn't involve him enough till that second half there, and then of course a couple misses stand out, but for the most part they did fine. I mean, Palermo, without throwing too much shade, too much disrespect, very soft performance from them. So we were dominating the ball. I still want to see us put these teams under. I want to see more chance creation, to be quite honest. So I still had a lot of guys that weren't really revved up or cooking, but for the most part, the majority of them did play well, did play fine, but we need a little bit more in certain situations and scenarios. We got to come up with more chances if you're going to be on the ball that much. Perrin might have his faults coming in from Brandon, but at least he has vision to play the ball downfield. The goal against Chelsea doesn't happen without him. Sure. I mean, more and more keepers are getting better with the ball. So I don't think that's the sole reason I go just to start him. But yeah, he is good for that. Can also play around with it a little bit too much. Almost cost him today too. Don't forget about that. Sometimes a little bit of fuckery back there. Do you guys care for us to win the Europa League? Personally, I could not give less of a damn. Any trophy is a trophy. I mean, shit. I'd be happy if we won the Europa League. I mean, yeah, I want to win any competition we're in. It's not the competition we wanted to be in this year, but I still want to win it because we're in it. I want to win everything. Always. So, and you know what? Like, I mean, with some of these guys that are coming into the mix now and everything, it would be huge to make a run like that and win the Europa League. It would be massive. It would be massive for some of the newcomers that have just joined the team, some of the guys that have been around for a while. Like, I mean, it'd be big. And it's also guaranteed Champions League spot. Not that I think we're not going to make it in the table, but man, I would be happy to win that trophy. Like, I want to win everything that we're a part of. So absolutely, like, I'd be happy for it. I wouldn't say that I don't care about it at all. Absolutely not. I'm the opposite. I want to win everything that we're involved in. Coppa Italia, by the way, the brackets are out, so you could see where we start to take part in it at the round of 16, getting on the good side of the bracket, and that's a run that I expect us to hit the Coppa Italia final in. Okay, so I expect us to go there, and like I said, this is just me personally, how I feel. If Spalletti can get things right, I think it's time to scrap the hybrid bullshit. But if he can get things right and you can come away with a couple more guys like Lukumi and Kessié, goes a long way for this team with what we're seeing right now. I think the midfield room would end up being very, very strong. I think your back line would be rounded out much stronger than it was last year. I think Celik is a really solid signing. He's showing that this guy's going to be a solid vet presence and be able to play left side, right side, but at a good, strong spot. So for me, I think Celik's going to be big. And the attack, we need goals this season. We need to score more than we did last year. Chance creation is going to have to ramp up. I think the ideas are there. In terms of how Yildiz works with Alay Begovic, you have to find a way to get a fullback involved on the side that Yildiz plays. Our fullbacks just don't get involved, and this is why I want to see Celik play on the left side behind Yildiz, because I feel like he has the experience to find out how to work with that guy. Cambiasso cannot sort it out. He can't. Yildiz and Cambiasso is awful on the left side. So I like what I saw today in flashes from Yildiz and Alay Begovic working together. I need to see a fullback get in there, take advantage of the defenses getting sucked into those two players, making overlapping runs, sometimes taking up the inside pocket and running right through the seam, kind of like Celik did on our first goal. So I like the ideas. I think there's a lot of potential there, but it is just preseason. We got to put it together. Now the real work begins for Spalletti, because you're going to get one more, and it's not even really a dress rehearsal. It's more of a fan event against Next Gen. And then the season kicks off, and it's time to get to work. So he's got to use the rest of this time very wisely. And get to work and sort out all these details. But hey, I'm looking forward to this season, everybody. We're going to kick things off with a bang when it comes to the season with this massive 14-15 home kit signed by El Apache Carlos Tevez himself. You got to be subscribed, everybody, okay? We always show love to you guys because you guys are the best. I'm biased, but I'm also still speaking facts. AJC Army, best community out there when it comes to Juventus. And massive thank you for the super chat here from DR1S. Massive shout out, Berto, all the watch alongs. Absolute legend. AJC is cooking right now. You can just tell there's some proper good stuff coming for the channel. We're here for it. Forza Juve. Absolutely love it. All the support. You guys are the best. Means a lot. And yeah. 4 a.m., 3 a.m., whatever. I don't care. I love hearing all the discussions and getting in here and seeing what you guys think going into the season. I always get excited for every single season. Nothing changes. I will go into it with the highest amount of optimism and hope that the team can deliver. No matter what, we're always going to be cooking on our end at the AJC. I hope that the team ramps it up this year and they could be right there level with us and we just keep cooking all together. But Europa League, Coppa Italia, Serie A, let's go after it all, baby. Let's go after it all. RB, massive thank you as well. Keep up the good work, my friend. You're a machine doing the watch longs at this time. You know what? We need the black and white to become a machine as well. So let's hope for a solid season. And will there be a kit giveaway when Cabal is sold? There may be a bottle popping, Don Benito, okay? There might be a bottle popping. Shocking stuff from Cabal today, but that's about it. How many signings do you think we make this window? I think you're gonna have, I think Lukumi is coming. Kessier, certain things need to fall in line, but I think we'll go with, I think you'll finish with 2 strong ones, and I think you'll finish with a couple of signings to round out the team. Like I said, I do see 3 goodbyes happening. If you count a goalkeeper, though, I'd probably go 4 signings. I think 4 more signings is what you'll see. Maybe 5, but 4 more signings. Let's see. You guys, absolute pleasure as always. I'm going to go relax for a bit and then get ready for work. Get the kids ready. Daycare, all that, family stuff. I don't do this full time. This is just out of passion, everybody, all right? So all of those duties call. As always, hope you enjoyed the watch along. I definitely enjoyed it. Thank you again, everybody. Hit the like button, smash subscribe if you haven't already. Till next time, as always, fino alla fine, forza Juventus, ciao tutti.